The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Breece Hall, Offensive Player of the Year. The Jets' revamped offense is going to allow Breece to pull that off. We'll show you how when Andrew Fialkow joins the show for another film review. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
The Jets win the Super Bowl. We on top of the damn universe. Our championship will mean more than any of them cheating Belichick ass Patriots.
You ain't lying there.
We got the best defense in the league. We got the best quarterback in the league. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Don't nobody want to see the Jets. Jets.
The king has spoken. The king has spoken.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jets fans. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. It is free to do both. And if you haven't subscribed by now, what the heck are you waiting for? Before we bring on today's featured guest, the great Andrew Fialkow of JetsXFactor.com for a film review that if you have small children around, it might not be appropriate to watch. That's how exciting this review will be, what we're calling jet porn in today's film review. I have a message from the great Fireman Ed that I want to share with all the Asmaniacs. There's a reason why I played that Fireman Ed intro. So without further ado, here's a message from the great Fireman Ed.
Hey guys, I need a favor. Listen, John Monhay, you've heard me talk about him in the past. He had a tragic accident. He's paralyzed. He's trying to walk again. He's battling. He's got such a heart, and he's trying his best. But we need funds. We need to help him out. All right. He has a golf outing on June 14th down in Norfolk, Virginia. I'll be attending it. And anything that you guys could do, I'm reaching out to all my followers, people that see this. I appreciate anything that you guys could do. I'm going to have a link up to help him out, okay? If you find it in your heart, it means a world to me. Great family, military family, Norfolk, Virginia. I'll be there for John. Let's see John walk again. Come on, Jet fans. He's a fellow Jet fan. Let's go. Go Jets!
You heard the man, the great Fireman Ed. The link to support John is in the description. If you're watching the show live, I just put it in the comment section as well. You can see it up on the screen. jpstrong-hope.com to support Jet fan John and his recovery. Great message from Fireman Ed, who hit me up this morning. So I want to make sure that the Asmaniacs, we do our part to raise awareness and money for John. With that being said, let's bring on today's guest, the great Andrew Fialkow joins us now. Andrew, welcome aboard. I know you're just days away from going all Italian on our asses. You're off to Italy, so thanks for squeezing this in for us.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom. I was like, Mom, do you think I'm gonna be able to go on the show next week? Like, what's our schedule look like? Because we're going to Italy, then France, then London. She's like, it might be tough. So I might be out next week, but obviously I'll be back the week after. But yeah, I'm really excited. I was telling you on the pre-show, like I haven't been like so excited about a review, but this week I went over a ton of film from Breece and from the Ravens, and I'm super excited to show everyone.
I'm pumped, man. Certainly a lot to get to, and we're gonna break down what the Ravens did last year, because we believe the scheme the Jets are going to try and deploy, of course, this season is going to be very similar. And they obviously signed or traded or acquired, let's just use that term, two offensive linemen from the Ravens that are now going to start for the Jets. So we'll get into the film review. Andrew, you'll pull it up, but let's give some shout outs here to Addison, who made it rain before we even got into the teeth of the show. Boom. In fact, you know what? The NBA Finals start tonight. How about a double bang? Bang! If you hear your name called, Addison just made you an Asmaniac. Mojo Jets, Adrian Roston, TB, D-Rock NY, and Mike V. You are officially an Asmaniac. All right, Andrew. So let's kind of begin the film review. So I want to ask you this. When you went into looking at what the Ravens did last season, how quickly did you start watching film being like, man, this is going to be great for Breece?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of like give people an idea, but just to preface, like, it's not like we're going to have like a huge schematic difference. I think there will be more gap scheme runs, and I think me and you spoke about this in the past, rather than just zone scheme runs. So just quickly, like, we run a lot of zone scheme, meaning inside zone, everyone blocks down. It's like a zone scheme. So they double team and climb to the second level. That's most of the zone runs. I'll show a wide zone run for Morgan Moses in the film. Because the Ravens did run zone stuff, but their gap scheme stuff was outrageously good. And they have guys that are super explosive, like Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill. Even Gus Edwards looked decent in some of the gap scheme runs, meaning like counter, power, trap. That's all stuff where it's really just like you're hitting a direct hole. It's either like a B gap, C gap. So you're hitting a gap and like thinking about Breece not having to think too much. He is probably the best contact balance, in my opinion, besides like Christian McCaffrey in the NFL. His contact balance is unreal. I mean, the touchdown he had against the Commanders was like outrageous. Yeah. I still watch it from time to time. I have no idea how he actually scored it, but his contact balance is so good that he's going to be running through these holes. And like you said, the moves we made, we got 2 Ravens O linemen. All 5 of the linemen can pull. That's huge. Like last season, we could go through the names of the linemen. I don't even know if they're on NFL teams anymore, like that guy Glazer or whoever it was. I don't even know. But that's why I hope at least Hackett was being a little less creative with the offensive scheme and the run scheme, because he's like, hey, we don't really have the guys to do it. But now 5 of these guys, all healthy, they're all maulers, like we've said, and they all could pull really well in the run game.
Love to hear it. All right, so let's kind of break it down. And if anyone has a question for Andrew as we do this, super chat it, get it in. And that is the best way for it to be addressed. So Andrew's going to do a screen share on his end. We'll go full screen, and we will break down the film. Once again, talking about the Jets' revamped scheme on offense in the ground game, and we'll break it down how Breece Hall should be an unbelievable fit here. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in, and make sure you guys check out Andrew's film breakdowns on jetsxfactor.com. All right, Andrew, you are officially full screen, or not full screen, but most of the screen. We can now see the Ravens offense on the field against the Bengals here, so take it away.
Yeah, so this is a run that the Ravens like to use a lot. It's just power, and like a lot of people, I think a couple of people have called in and said, hey, like when I've been on the show at least, hey, are we going to use Ruckert as the H-back, or are we going to use Bawden? I don't even know if Bawden's still on the team right now. I think he's probably in training camp. Do you know about that?
Yeah, he's on the team still.
So that's what Patrick Ricard is in here. And this is essentially a power run. Here's Morgan Moses. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not more. Oh, you know, it's funny. I didn't even notice this. Look at this formation. Center, right guard. I want to say Isaiah Likely. Really? Okay, so this is what I mean when they get creative with their alignments, especially on the O-line. This is Morgan Moses, 78. That's Simpson, 76. So Moses is lined up at left tackle here, and then they have another tackle outside him. So I'll just run the play. 70 here, Kevin Zeitler pulls, Ricard blocks down, and there's a huge hole. And now this is for Gus Edwards, he's really not the most explosive player. He had a ton of touchdowns for them last year. But when I talk about gap scheme runs, this is the gap they're attacking. So you want to call that the C gap. And it's simple. Ricard's going to block the first guy he sees. 70, Kevin Zeitler, he comes and pulls, and he'll block the next guy. And I'm just going to pause it here. Now, that's a huge hole in the NFL. Now, Breece here, I want everyone to just think about Breece in these situations. He might get greedy and try and cut up, but again, Zay Flowers now coming in and pinning down the safety. It's really perfectly blocked, honestly. And what goes for like 26 yards, I think, again, Breece could make into like even a more explosive play. But I'm just saying, showing this for an example to show, like, again, the gap scheme is going to allow Breece not to have to think too much, and he's just going to hit the hole, and we know how fast he is. So a play that's blocked similar to this would, again, be the same or even better as like a huge explosive for the Jets.
That's good. That's a good first play right there that you showed. I mean, when you watch the Ravens, obviously Lamar's presence, I'm sure, impacts a lot for what defenses have to account for. How does that impact your evaluation on some of the things the Jets could do? Because obviously Rodgers is great, but he's not mobile like Lamar is.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because as I was watching it, I'm like, damn, the effect Lamar has in shotgun, just as a run threat is huge. And like you said, obviously we know Rodgers at his age and like with his athleticism, he's not close to that. But sorry about that. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a huge difference because Rodgers is so good with the RPOs, which I'll show. And the run pass option, like obviously it helps a lot when you have a fourth guy involved. Like you have the run option to the running back, you have a pass option, a third option involved, and then the QB essentially could take off. But Rodgers' arm is like so good, and it's like his arm talent's good enough that in those RPO situations and like those type of situations, it'll help. And also, like we've mentioned, the play action is going to be unreal because they can't stack the boxes anymore. Like this is looking at this box, this is a really light box, 6-man box. I was watching one of your shows from earlier in the week or sometime this week. And you were showing that clip from the Cowboys game. I was telling you guys last year when I came on for the first couple of times, I was like, guys, this is extremely abnormal to see 8 or 9-man boxes. That literally means they're playing one-on-one on the outside and they maybe have a safety deep. That's as disrespectful of a look you could get in the NFL. They're literally saying, go ahead. If your guys could beat us on the outside, we'll let you do it. So
here's the box. I mean, this is literally what they saw so many times last year, Andrew. I don't know if you can see it on your end, but I put it up for the audience to watch. This was a microcosm of the Jets last year and what Breece was dealing with on a play-in-play-out basis.
Yeah, which is just, again, abnormal, and it's not. If you watch any other games, you wouldn't be seeing things like that. And obviously, it was because of the QB play we had, and that's going to change a ton this year. So I know Rodgers isn't a big threat with his legs, but his arm and his presence itself is going to make a huge difference with the run game, which we know.
And we even saw this in the preseason drives against the Giants where Martindale tried to do the stack box on him, and he just checked out of it, did the tunnel screen to Garrett Wilson, who picked up 15 yards and a first down every time.
Right, exactly. And that's like for some, it's preseason, who knows? Wink was just thinking, Wink blitzed us basically zero blitzed us every single play. And we got to midfield on one drive, and then we scored a touchdown on the other drive. So I know it's preseason, but it means something. And teams are not going to be able to do that to us this year. No shot.
No doubt. We will get back to the film review in a minute, but first, some breaking news. William is writing in. Hello, folks. Just got back from Belize. The snorkeling was great. William Sprague has returned from Belize, and Andrew, he's gifted 5. Count it, 5. Whoa. As Maniac memberships. Here we go. Mission 0814, Shenner 08. Bronx Animal, Whitney Gilmore, who is Happy's cousin, I believe. Rafael Feliciano. You are all as Maniacs. That is 10 memberships. That means, by my calculations, we are 52 memberships away from another channel emoji. Before we get back to the film review, Rover wants to know, Andrew, how's summer camp going? Have you met any friends?
Man, I can't get away from these comments. Summer camp's been well. That's why I just get out at like 2:30 today. We do a lot of fun stuff. Orange peels, football, basketball, Chuck E. Cheese for lunch, the whole 9.
Nothing like it. All right, back to the film review. You're full screen again for the next play.
Okay, yeah. So, again, this is going to be a play. I'll just run it. It's pin and pull. So, I think we're going to run this gap play a bunch this year as well, because I don't know if anyone remembers, I did show it in my Morgan Moses breakdown on this channel. He was really good in the pin and pull. So what's just going to happen is likely the tight end, he's just going to pin, and then there's going to be 2 pullers here. Boom, boom. So that's a good pin. And again, this is Keaton Mitchell on the outside. Contact balance, great. Breaks 1 tackle, and it's a huge explosive. Oh, well, this play actually went a lot longer than I thought. But Keaton Mitchell is not really comparable to Breece in any way except for their speed. I think Keaton ran like a 4.2 something, and Breece is in the 4.3s. But just showing you guys what happens when you get the plays on the edge. Again, gap schemes. So we're hitting a gap. We're hitting whatever gap that is. That's like the gap outside the tackle. So the D gap or the D gap. Likely blocking down. Boom, the left tackle pulls. The center pulls. Jamal Adams gets blocked down.
Ha!
22 misses on arm tackle. Boom, that's it. And you know that's Breece there. That the same thing is going to happen. This is like as like identical as a rep I could see between two players, because again, Keaton Mitchell shows amazing contact balance here, and just getting Breece on the outside more, not having to think so much, just like use his explosiveness, use his contact balance, use his athleticism to make a play like this. It'll be really helpful than just keeping him in between the tackles the whole time.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know what else I love, Andrew? More gifts. William Sprague making it rain. You know what? A portion of all the gifts will go to Andrew's Italy fund, so we can make sure that he can buy some grape juice, because he can't have wine. Obviously, he's not old enough to drink, the beautiful Italian wine. So we'll make sure that Andrew gets some grape juice money. Yeah. Rich Samini's Crusty Tissue, you're a member. Mr. Excessive Tackle, you're a member. Coops, you're a member. How's your fiance doing? Derek Shirley, you're a member. Indy Jets, you're a member. Boom. There we go. That's now 15 channel members in this one show alone. Shout out to our guy, William, for coming through in his return from Belize. All right, Andrew, back to the film review we go.
Yep. So just wanted to show you guys that it's not only gap scheme stuff, and this was a really good play by Morgan Moses, who's on our offensive line now, and be playing this exact position, right tackle. So sometimes they did hit wide zone. So wide zone is just a run concept where the running back's reading the tackle's block. So he's just reading Morgan right there. Actually, Blake Cashman, another former Jet right there, but creates a huge hole. And it wasn't just the gap scheme runs that were really successful for them. And it's good to see like a guy like Morgan Moses, who's our guy. This is going to be a run we have with him, and he's able to create a huge hole like that for, again, I think that's Justice Hill.
I love it. I love it. Just keep Breece Hall healthy, and we're going to be giddy.
Yeah, just keep him healthy. Again, I'm going to keep showing like a couple different things that we're going to be able to do with him, because we need to be really creative and not just like leave him like we did last year where it was all inside zone and stuff like that. Because I'm going to show you a clip right now when we were creative, what happened. And this is just a counter run play. I was dying for it the whole year. It's very simple. We honestly caught the Broncos in a really bad look, but counter run, basically Breece is going to take one step this way and the run's going to come back the other way. So if he took one step this way, it would come back this way. I think Bawden's going to, I think who's going to pull here? Maybe it's going to be Lakin, and Lakin's going to pull. So they fake it this way. Everyone blocks down. That's just a counter run. Counter runs, everyone blocks down. Breece is taking one step this way. Down block, down block, down block. And then Lakin's pulling, Bawden's pulling to the other side. Good hands off by Zach. And this is what I mean. Just give him one little hole, and the safety's not going to be able to catch up to him. It's just the type of speed that Breece has. Again, I was calling for counter a lot last year, and I guess for whatever reason they weren't really interested in it. But boom, Lakin gets the first guy, Bawden seals the second guy, and then if you're one-on-one with the safety that's in the middle of the field, he's going to cruise right by you.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. And just like the fact that they won't have to deal with open boxes all year, like just Breece is going to go off, man.
Right, because look at this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not a light box by any means. Like a light box would be constituted as like 6 or 7 guys. But 8 or 9 is a heavy box. Again, we're in 12 personnel here, so it's 1 back and then 2 tight ends, essentially. It could be 21 if they consider Bawden a running back. But that's why maybe there's heavy personnel on the field. But it's not rocket science. I know the Broncos' run defense wasn't great at the start of last season. But just getting into more of these looks for Breece, it's going to be so advantageous for him. He hits it, the race is on, and this is only a race that Breece will win. He's one of a kind in the open field.
I don't know. Bobby Midnight's pretty fast, Andrew.
That's true. We could comp the 40 times there. I got to pull up Bobby's combine tape.
Tremendous. We'll get to the next play in a moment, but William has decided to make it rain again. That's now $100 in membership spent. How about a jet chant for our guy, William? If you hear your name called, you thank William Sprague, who's returned from Belize, Percy Daniels, Matthew Dobson, Tristan Oliver, Photography, Andrew Bach, 12, Unique Islam. You were all as maniacs. We are 30 members away from a brand new emoji. Let's freaking go. All right, back to the film review. We go, Andrew. You are once again full screen.
Cool. Just again, I want just a counter run again. Two pullers and good crackdown by Xavier and a touchdown. And I'm not saying like I'm not pulling up. It's funny. I'm not like pulling up every one of the counter plays like that went poorly, but I'm just saying in the gap schema we have down block, down block, down block, two wind back blocks with a puller. I don't even. Is that Yeboah pulling? Oh wow. So they decided to go counter. Oh, not even counter. It's like jet counter because they're bringing him in jet motion. Then he comes down as the lead blocker. Great. This is our two tight ends, Yeboah and Ruckert. Great block by Ruckert too. And then you got, future right there. Wow. And then you got Gibson pinning down the safety. And again, look at him get through this. It's a very small hole, but his contact balance is too good. Some guys would get tripped up there. No trip up. Easy escort to the end zone. And like, as I saw from him last year, he just got better and better. He was more confident in his knee. He wasn't fully healthy. They weren't giving him full reps at the beginning of last year. Like a fully healthy Breece. And I'm the biggest proponent of running back is not that important of a position. It's probably, in my eyes, one of the least important positions in NFL. But when you have a guy like Breece or McCaffrey that not only affects the game in the run game, but also in the receiving game, it's a big, big difference. So Breece is like, when I was looking at this, I'm like, I just don't see a way he's not going to have 2,000 yards this year, all purpose. He should easily run for 1,300 to 1,500 in rushing game. And like, he probably won't get as many checkdowns as he had last year. Because I feel like that every QB that gave him like a check down. But he should be in for at least 500 receiving yards as well.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Super chat will cut the line here. Andrew McAllister writes in, Jake, you went on Connor's show earlier. Now you have Connor on your show. I get it. Connor.
I knew that was going.
Is 12 years old, just like Andrew. Huh?
Just like me.
Is that the joke there, Andrew? Huh?
Yeah, I guess so, man. Good one. Love that.
It. All right, I'm excited for this Chiefs play. What do we got here?
Yeah, so this is just a little outside zone play. It's the same exact play I showed earlier from the Ravens and Morgan Moses, except that Breece has like really good vision here to cut it back. And then I thought Tippmann did a great job. Tippmann's right here. I thought Tippmann did a great job keeping balance on his block. And like any other time, this was week 3, wasn't it? This was week 3?
Chiefs game was week 4.
Week 4. I think Breece, a couple weeks later, this is a touchdown. But first off, great vision to cut this back. Like right now, he's reading AVT. So he's reading AVT, sees Willie Gay scraping over right here. Boom, puts his foot in the ground, cuts back. Thought Tippmann did a great job latching on there. And now old Breece, we see him break out of this. He just gets tackled while playing at full speed. This is not old Breece, but like fully healthy Breece. I was convinced this play is a touchdown when I was watching on film.
Man,
he's just lacking like a tiny bit of the burst that I just showed in the Commanders clip. A tiny bit of it.
I don't know if you have it, but like I think he scores a touchdown in the Bills game in week 1 on that long like 80-yard run he had if he didn't run out of gas.
Oh yeah,
to a training camp.
Completely agree. Yeah, I completely agree with that. So again, just saying like it's scary to think that this is not him at 100%, and he's still showing great vision as a runner. Really good cuts in and out. And again, I think plays like that will be touchdowns going into next year, which is crazy. Again, after I showed he's really had a couple of touchdowns already. They were nice.
Oh baby, the giant game, an offensive explosion here, Andrew.
Yeah. So 2 plays left, and I wanted to just show 2 missed opportunities that will not be missed this year. So when we talk about what Breece is going to be like this year, you guys need to understand not missed opportunity in the next play actually. But like I'll explain that more. This is a play that infuriated me. I played this on the show about 7 or 8 months ago now. Wow, it's a long time ago. But this is the type of RPOs that we're going to be running in the offense. So you have Lazard who's just blocking down. And again, RPO for people that don't know, run pass option. So Zach here has the option to hand it off, or what we have over here is a little block down and then a little out route. This is a 3rd and 2 play. And yeah, that's what I was just showing. Everyone's down block. Everyone's just zone blocking pretty much. So that's all. So Zach, again, I'm not trying to talk about Zach at all. I feel like everyone's over it. I'm over it. It just happens to be a play that's important because if that ball gets handed off to Breece, that's a touchdown. Now I know it's crazy to say, but one, look at Breece jumping in the air. He's like, damn, like that was the easy handoff. Like, I don't know what Zach was reading here, like if he was reading the edge or whatever. But I'm just saying, when this is Rodgers in the backfield, like this would be a clear handoff. It looks like Zach didn't even read it, but I just want to show you guys when the ball would be getting handed off.
Oh my
this is
God.
Breece. Look, that's as big of a hole as you're going to be able to see in the NFL ever. Right here is when the ball's in his belly. So I know Bobby Okereke is right there. Breece is beating him off the edge easy. Gibson's running off his guy. You have one guy to beat. It's at least a conversion. Now, again, didn't convert, whatever. But I'm just saying this will be a lot different come next year.
Oh my God, dude. How does Zach Wilson defender still exist? He stinks.
I don't know, man. But I just want people to know we're still going to be running RPOs like this, and we're going to be very successful at them with Rodgers. Rodgers is as intelligent of any quarterback I've ever heard speak. I know they're all extremely intelligent, but we know Rodgers, like the wealth of knowledge in his brain is something that's going to be like almost as good as the talent he's going to bring on the field, man. Like he's really just going to be like the biggest game changer for us. I can't be more excited. And then lastly, what I wrote on my notes here is this is my PSA to Nathaniel Hackett. Please, please, please use Breece as a pass catcher. And now I don't mean this as like dumping it off out of the backfield. I mean, line him up at the X right here. And I mean, I remember watching this game and being like, damn it, why didn't we do this all year? Like, it's not that easy. I understand. Like, it's not just easy. Like, hey, let's call this play and it'll run perfectly. We got a great look here. It's man coverage. You could tell because Breece is coming in short motion. That's Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, linebacker matched up on a running back. You're Tony Romo, Greg Olsen. They say it all the time. That's a good indicator of man coverage. Now, they're short motioning him in because they're indicating man coverage and giving him a free release. Now, I don't know if people know this. One of my favorite variations of a passing play is mesh. I love mesh so much. And we're going to have Gibson here. A mesh is just two shallow crossers. And then there's like probably usually a sit behind it, maybe a corner route. I'm not really sure what Garrett does here. Maybe it's just a clear out route. But the main part of the play is the mesh, is the underneath cross between Breece and Xavier Gibson. So I'll just run it here. Gibson is going for a little pick, but he doesn't even need to. And you just get Breece on a little shallow crosser, and he walks into the end zone. Again, not going to always be that easy. You're not always going to get man coverage. It's not always going to be dialed up perfectly. The protection's not always going to be great. But just calling plays like this where you get Breece the ball, not in dump-off situations, he's a great receiver out of the backfield. So things like this, I'm telling you, it's going to happen more with Rodgers. I remember in training camp when he threw it to Breece. I don't know if you remember this clip, and he's like, damn, he's fast. Like, remember he hit him on that, something like that last year in Hard Knocks. This is going to happen a lot more. And that's why, honestly, when we talk about our receiving core, I'm a little less worried than everyone else because I truly believe that Breece is going to be a huge, huge factor in the receiving game.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is the perfect man beater. And just get Breece in space. Let's go.
Exactly.
I legitimately think if Breece Hall is healthy with Aaron healthy, we're talking about 2,000 yards from scrimmage for a guy who had 1,600 last year with the worst play caller in the league, the worst O-line in the league, by far the worst quarterback situation in the league. And as you brought up, was on a pitch count at the beginning of last season coming off the injury.
Yep. I just don't see how it doesn't happen. And I'm also completely bought in on Garrett. I think Garrett's going to have 1,500 yards also this year. Like, I think he could walking and have 1,500 yards. Like, I don't see how this doesn't translate. Like, and I watch a lot of film. It's almost not even on the film I'm watching. It's just on the fact that I know how good Garrett was last year. We know how good Garrett was last year. And we know how good he's been with the horrible QB play. Now you're giving him one of the best quarterbacks of all time. It's kind of a no-brainer. He's gonna have 1,510 in my opinion, like pretty easily.
Injected into my veins, baby. Today's Jake Asman Show presented by my Patreon. If you're going to Jets Texans, pay up, people. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Message me on the Discord or Patreon. You have my Zelle and Venmo info. If you just want to join the Patreon to get in on the waiting list for Jets Texans, you could do that as well. We might have some extra tickets available at the end once things get sorted out. So shout out to everyone who purchased tickets for our Asmaniac group buy for Jets Texans on Halloween. Shout out to John LG, Daniel Cardona, and Donald Wallace, our 3 most recent Patreon subscribers. You get your name in the intro. You get access to listener meetups before the general public, group buy like what we just did, all the other bonus perks. It's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. So Andrew, the last couple days, we've had listeners send in Asmaniac rap songs that have been just totally blowing up across social media. If you missed the show this morning, listener Will M., the great Will Monahan, came through with our second rap after Purple Belt Mike debuted his song yesterday.
J-E-T-S, Jets. Jake Asman Show, man, you know he's up next. Best Jet show in the whole damn world. Asmaniacs are hype, man, they out of control. Bobby likes to talk, but he doesn't like to type. And Bonesy sells some shoes for the right price. Charles was the recipe for your chicken noodle soup. Tightless now, Joaquin Lowski coming after you, man. J-E-T-S, Jets. Jake Asman Show, man, you know he's up next. Aaron Rodgers throwing them dimes and Garrett Wilson running the 9. Yeah. Breece Hall gonna turn on the Jets and leave you in the backfield catching all your breath. Sauce gonna cooking on your wide receiver 1. Time is ticking on the clock. Wait, your team is done. Gary, why don't you enjoy your gas station pizza and stop it with those takes? Or Jake might have to delete you. Allen, why your take so bad? Might have to throw you in the shadow realm. Repent to Bobby, your dad. We know this year is for the New York Jets to show the league we're popping and we're not a mess. CJ Stroud gonna be crying to his mommy after the Williams brothers put him inside a tsunami. Tua can't even play in the cold. They call him a good quarterback, but it's just getting old. We all know the true potential of this team. Remove the name Jet and be the talk of the league. Done with all the critics saying clown show, circus. Yeah, we all get it. Aaron Rodgers gonna make you regret it. Yeah. J-E-T-S, Jets. Jake Asman Show, man, you know he's up next.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Let's go.
That was really good.
If you want to submit your song, your rap, we'll take all types of genres. AsmanJake@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram @JakeAsman, Twitter @JakeAsman. If you don't follow me on either one, what are you waiting for, man? I'm an influencer. I need all the followers I could get, baby. But seriously, if you want to submit a song, feel free. I already have another one we're debuting tomorrow from another listener. So We will have for the 3rd day in a row a brand new rap to debut on the show. And in fact, we're actually going to debut a rap right now on the program because joining us is a man whose intro is actually a rap.
The only thing better than all them shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Mr. Bonesy.
Jake, my brother. Andrew, my brother.
What's up,
You
Bonesy?
guys got me hyped with these rhymes, man. It's like back in the day, you just be drinking with the fellas, smoking, have a freestyle battle. This is like bringing me back to my freaking Andrew days.
I was just gonna say, like 2 weeks ago in my apartment in the city, 3:30 in the morning, there might have been some raps going down for about an hour.
That shit's the best, man. You know, Bones, you always got a couple bars, off the top freestyling. That's just how we roll over here.
Oh, give it to us, Bones.
Oh, you guys want something? Want something?
There we go. Full screen. Full screen.
All right, ready? All right, let's check it. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right. I need VR right now like this. All right, here we go. My name's Mr. Bonesy. I smoked that dro. I'm about to flow on the Jake Asman Show. Got Gator behind the scenes, comedy genius. I say it a lot, Joey 3 legs with the big penis. Yo, Gary, gas station pizza over chicken and pasta. No wonder you didn't make Boom's Jake Asman roster. Yo, my man's in the back, patient in the lobby. Yo, Jake, let's let him in. Hi, Bobby. Yo, Will M, Purple Mike. I hope you're watching from afar. This is how you spit some fire-ass bars. We only got one king, and it's Lowski with the crown. Let's let Andrew finish breaking some film down. He's Joe. I'm Bones. Let me pass my boy Jake the microphone.
Hey,
Yeah, Bonesy.
Let's go, fellas.
That was
That's
really
my
good.
quarterback. That's what Big Fella wrote. That's
Y'all
my
bringing me
goddamn
back.
quarterback.
Y'all bringing me back.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
great.
That was tremendous.
Yo, man, this Jets porno you guys got going today. I mean, it's got me going, man. Watching Breece skate around the defense, I can't get enough, man. Andrew, I love your work.
Thank you, bro.
Jake, I love you like a brother. And shout out to all the Asmaniacs making this show so much fun. We're in the early stages of June. We're getting there. We're getting there, fellas. We're getting closer. You know what I'm saying?
One day at a time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So hey, we gotta let Bobby, and I had to give my man Bobby a shout out. You know he's waving in the back. So.
Oh, you want Bobby in? Well, you know what? Bobby maybe doesn't rap, but he does sing.
Oh, you know I like the Yankees and the Jets. Can't believe Jake and Rogers met. I'm more than just a hat on Bobby. Hey, Bonesy, did Joe tell you I called today?
You did. I was with some customers, Bobby. I missed you, brother.
I told you last night. I promise I call in today.
You know I love you, Bobby.
Bobby, you
Hi,
went
Andrew.
Hollywood? Yeah, you don't even say hi anymore. You went Hollywood on me.
I know. Hi.
What's up, buddy?
What day camp are you at? What do you do? Which day camp is that?
Oh no, that was a joke, Bobby. I'm over 20 years old now. I can't go to youth day camp.
No, I thought you were like a counselor at a camp.
Oh no.
I misunderstood that. But
You're good.
You're lucky you go to Italy, Paris, and France. You said no, wait.
Oh, he was in the background listening, Jake. Oh, I said that actually. I said that.
France.
Yeah. I'm going to Italy, London, and France. Yep.
With your mom?
With my family, yeah.
Nice.
Wow, you have a great time. We're gonna miss you for a while.
I'll still be in the chat. I'll still be watching your call-ins. Don't worry.
Well, that's good because we like you in. Sorry, and we also like Jake.
Bobby, is that you?
Who's that?
Yeah, what was that?
No.
That's me. That's my alarm.
That's
my
me.
side chick. She said sorry.
Side chick. Oh, side chick.
Hey, do you guys want to see another great moment from the Bobby Midnight Show, which has basically become the Jake
Oh
Asman postgame show?
no, not this one.
I do.
Well, folks, if you're not subscribed to Bobby Midnight's YouTube channel, you're missing out
in
on
big trouble now.
our great moments like this.
You know what it is? They can't get the taxes out of that in Airbnb because because of Zelle and all that stuff. They were so they outlawed it. That's basically what it is.
That must have been recent because I stayed in an Airbnb like maybe about 2.5 years ago.
Was it in Manhattan?
Huh?
Was it in Manhattan?
No, I was in Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, I know Brooklyn and Queens has Airbnbs. If you're looking to go out there,
yeah. Oh, okay.
You could look in, I think, to Long Island City. I don't know if they have hotels and whatnot there, but Long Island City is like a Manhattan, brand new Manhattan. Like there's a brand new skyline. I know people that.
That's awesome.
Bobby, what are you singing, Bobby?
Nothing. I knew you were gonna show the other one. I knew you were gonna share everybody in my chat. Okay, I remember I did that. I couldn't get it. They all talk and I'm trying to talk. No, everybody runs me over. So that's what I was doing that in the background for. Chicken and pasta.
Bobby, I love you,
that's
man.
why I did that. I love you too, but
Gator, I love you more, bro.
Dude.
Well, do the other one. Show Andrew the other one.
Oh my
God.
Well, Andrew, if you ever want to go on Bobby's show, it might be tough to get a spot.
Andrew, you could come on anytime you want on my show, okay?
I appreciate it. How's it been going? You still go live like 3 times a day?
Oh, maybe twice a day. No, 3 times a day.
Twice? Okay.
Yeah, but each show's 4 hours long, Andrew. So it's basically like 3 times a day.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He only
But,
goes
you
live
know,
on his
I like
show
to talk, and I'm
2
like,
times a day.
Yeah, and then he's live on this show and any other Jet YouTuber that's doing call-ins.
Call at 7:30 in the morning. Then I go to yours. Well, then I go to yours. Then I do mine. Then I go back to yours. Then I
Bobby
went
wakes
to
up.
play.
Yo, Bobby, you wake up, you're like half asleep, and you're like, oh, I can't miss a show, Jets. Joe. You just get on there.
I did miss Paul's this morning. I slept until 8:30. So I
Nice.
did miss his. Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
missed
shout out
his,
Nick Shine. He's on tonight. We'll be there, Bobby.
Can't wait.
Let me
Bobby,
if I'm
excellent
good.
call. We'll see you tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
I'll
fellas.
see if I'm going to be there.
I'm
I'll
gonna
see
have
if I'm gonna be
to
there
write
tonight.
something down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually have to do something for fun because me flipping off the top is just for entertainment. You know what I mean?
That was really. That was really good,
That was
Ballsy.
good.
That was really good.
That was good.
Dude, we
All
used to
right,
do this
so
shit
I'll
like
get my-
constantly. All right, fellas.
Beautiful. Bonesy, excellent job. Bobby, this is for you.
Well, you know I love to talk and hate to type. Jake, when is your next show? Alan is a cartoon character. Bobby.
Man,
What a show.
nothing,
This show, the
nothing
Bobby
like it.
show.
Yeah.
Addison with a super chat. Bonesy doesn't just rap, he also makes soul music. Well done. A play on words. I see what you did there, Addison. Well done. Yikes. The hell is wrong with my soundboard? Hate this. Matthew, super chat. FDNY on the way to Alden's right now. Hell yeah, that rap was fire. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the Gusbuster hotline is the guy who got us going with all these raps. Purple Belt Mike. What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's up? So you got no idea this theme song that's coming for you, Jake.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the lyrics are written. Now it's just the beat, and now Will's got to get it sung. A little, whatever in the background, but it's going to be good, man. You're going to like it.
I'm pumped, dude. I mean, the first one that you guys did, both of you with your raps, was great. The fact you guys are teaming up now is unbelievable.
Yeah, man. It's the power of your show. It's bringing people together. It's awesome. Really is. Something else, man.
With best fans in sports, the Asmaniacs.
That's right. Awesome job breaking it down, Andrew. Those runs of Breece Hall. Oh man, got me all in the feels, baby. All in the feels. All in the feels.
Yep.
So if you have a choice, Bijan or Breece, fantasy first round, who you taking?
Oh man, and I'm trying to not be biased about it. I go Breece.
Breece, right? Gotta go Breece.
I'd go Breece because I'm getting the better quarterback.
Right. That's what I was thinking as well. Except like now with Kirk there, it should be like Bijan's gonna be good still. Like he's gonna be really good. But I like Breece better with our team healthy. I like Breece better for sure.
Now in the wraparound, do I get Garrett too?
Yeah, it's all I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about how am I gonna get Breece and Garrett on my team.
So I have Garrett as my keeper, and I draft 6 overall.
You could do it.
I'm thinking they both can be there. I'm thinking that Breece will be there at 6, so I'll have Breece and Garrett.
I don't know if Breece will be there at 6. I've been seeing things of him going like top 4.
Really?
Well, it's 2-point PPR.
Okay.
So receivers always go heavy.
Because right now, I mean, I haven't looked at fantasy drafts, but like besides McCaffrey and maybe Jeff and like Jamar, who else would be going above Breece? Oh, Tyreek,
JJ,
Okay.
Chase.
Yep.
So
he's gonna be in the top. Yeah. If he gets you at 6, then no brainer at all.
No brainer. All right, brother.
Mike,
Peace.
Excellent job out of
Nice
you.
talking to you, man.
Great job. That's an interesting conversation where Breece is going to go in fan. I could definitely see him in the top 3. I mean, I legitimately think, and I put out a short on my socials this morning on this, and I talked about it on the first show. Breece is going to be in the Christian McCaffrey conversation if he's healthy by the end of the year. Like that's the type of season I could see him having.
For sure. I don't see how he doesn't. Yeah, fantasy wise, I don't think he will get out of the top 5. He shouldn't. But
ladies and gentlemen, it's raining in New York. It's also raining in this chat. 5 more memberships. Yeah. Mario Ranieri, Nick Tomaszewski, Racing Jason, JoJo Master 25, Illuminati 187. You were all as Maniacs. That's 25 memberships in one show. 20 by William, 5 by Addison. Who's got us next? Pay it forward to your fellow as Maniacs. More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 siblings. Jay is on the line. What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, man?
How you doing, Andrew? What's going on with you?
How you doing, boss?
Good, man. Good. So first of all, Bonesy, man, he's the quarterback. He's a GOAT salesman. He's a rap. What can he do? What can he do? My first point is Breece. I feel like Breece could be excellent this year. Everyone knows that. The biggest point, though, I think people are not paying attention to or may not care yet is how likely are we going to have Breece? We draft those 2 running backs. Christian McCaffrey just got 19 mil, I think, a year. Are you going to feel comfortable paying the running back 20 million a year to keep? That's what's going to go for Breece, especially. So just going with that, I feel like we need to use Breece as much as we can. I don't want to sound rude, you know what I'm saying? But, we need him. I mean, he's a great part to the puzzle. I feel like Breece, I don't know he's going to be here long term, man. I feel like he's the first. It's going to start. I know we can do franchise tags and things of that sort, but yeah, man.
You make a good point. You make a really good point. Push comes to shove, we're going to have to pay all these young guys. That's why it's really nice right now. We have them all in rookie deals. I don't know. It's getting like Jake. I feel like you've spoken about the contract situation more, but we have to have some discussions about like Michael Carter, DJ Reed, Garrett in the future, JJ in the future. Then Breece comes along, and then that's where positional value comes into play. Like, is it really advantageous for you to pay a guy like Breece on a second deal, like guaranteed money like that? They might love Braylon Allen at that point and let Breece walk. So you make a good point.
Yeah, that's why they got 2 running backs drafted. I'm not saying they wouldn't extend Breece, but because he wasn't a first-round pick, so he's also a free agent a year earlier, right? And then you have the franchise tag as an option too, but backs hate playing on that. We saw what happened with Saquon for that 2-year saga. So look, at the end of the day, I think it's a good problem to have. If you have too many good players, you got to pay. So just you take it. You got Breece for this year and next year under contract, and we worry about the future after that.
Right.
Yeah. Really one quick point. Scott, listen, you've been motivating me. I've been working out lately. Last 2 weeks, I lost 8 pounds. So, I'm trying to get like you, man.
Good stuff, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.
Jay, you're the man. How about that? Scott inspiring the Asmaniacs. I mean, Scott's one of the backs, man. When he's not chasing ducks, he's making sure that he's staying in shape. We love to see it. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. We need more likes. We need them. Ladies and gentlemen, Dre Day made it rain. $5. A membership being gifted. Boom. Bang! Bang! And it went to listener Chorus. So, Chorus, you're now a member courtesy of Dre Day. Yeah, super. For the sometimes people send like $5 super chats. That's the price of one gifted membership. So, another way to support the show if you don't have a comment or question. Maybe get someone a membership. Let's go to Phenom. He's up next on the program. Phenom, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew, great breakdown, man. You're definitely hitting on some points. Made a call this morning to Jake, and we was talking about the 98 team and how diverse they were. And you talked about 1,300 yards. That's what Curtis Martin had. But he did have 269 carries, and I don't expect that from Breece Hall at all. He shouldn't get that much work. But if we run the ball with 3 running backs, there is history in our organization that we had 3 guys with 500 yards. So that's really a possibility. That was Kevin Long, Scott Durkin, and Clark Gaines back in the day. But, boy, you guys have got me hyped. Rap, football, and fantasy football on a show. Yeah. This is my show. I mean, so like I mentioned earlier, I got Breece Hall in a 10-team draft. I'm picking 9, and I get Breece Hall. So, I'll take that every day. So
No
it's
doubt.
just going to be bananas. I mean, it's first time in years I had Breece Hall last year in fantasy and I won a title, so that's great. But this year, if you get Garrett Wilson or Breece Hall, you have to take them early. Normally I'm in 12-team drafts, so I don't. That's going to be a tough one to do, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. But great show, guys. Love the breakdown.
Thank you,
We're
man.
going to be running the football, like you said.
Oh yeah.
Traps. I mean, if our offensive line blocks 10% better, no, 20% better, 30% better than they did last year, we could have a 2,000-yard back. It's not on the realm of possibility. And isn't Breece Hall kin to the San Francisco what's his name?
McCaffrey?
No, Roger Craig. Roger Craig. Isn't he kin to Roger Craig? I think he is.
Okay.
Anyway, and he went for 1,000. That's my point.
Yeah, no, I think Phenom, great call. I think Breece is capable of 2,000 yards from scrimmage. I think it could be 1,000. It could be 1,300, 700. Like I think he had 1,600 last year, despite everything that went wrong.
I don't see how healthy wise, he plays 17 games. There's no way he doesn't. So hopefully he plays 16 games, like we say. We're 16-0 in the last game. We sit him out. But besides that, as long as he's healthy, no, there's no reason why he shouldn't.
Folks, things are happening right now in the chat, the likes of which we don't see very often. Sound the alarm. Holy crap. Dre, 5 memberships. John Serpico, CJ, Ken Burgos, Drew Frost, Nilton. You are a channel member, but wait, that is not all, folks. A 20 spot from Chris NJ75. That is $100 spent for channel memberships. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Show me the money! Money.
There you go. Hear your name called. You're a member. Verge Tibbs, Johnny Gamez, Mo Dean, MJ from Jack's, Book Club Warrior 22, Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, Jay, Antonio Lazar, War Dog 2.0, Putty, Jacob McIntosh, B. Smith, Zog Papanera, Professional Certified Hater, Sean Conroy, Billy McCain, Joseph Byrne, Brandon James 2024, Little Jesus, Tyrone Ogletree. You are all as maniacs. But wait, that's not all. Chris wasn't even a member himself. He just bought himself his own damn membership. Holy hell. What a run. What a run. Dre, Super Chat, Breece Hall, top 5 pick. Great. We were just talking about that 100%. Mike L writes in, Jake, I'll gift the membership if you freestyle a line for the theme rap. Someone give me a bar, man. I'm not creative. All right. Someone types in something that is good for Mike L to use in the follow-up rap for our guy Purple Belt Mike. Let me know. I'm in. All right. And then Mike will get the membership. Someone give me something to use. We'll go from there. All right, let's squeeze in a couple calls before we say goodbye to Andrew. Jiggy, hold on. He's back for more. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Chris, 20 more membership. Wow. Holy hell. If you hear your name, Chris NJ75 has paid for 40 memberships in a single show. Nate Makowski, Jeffrey Stewart, Joseph Moore, Jay Meltz, Gary Pape, James, Nadine Metz. Keep it rolling. There's too many memberships exploding. Matt Feldman, Katan Sai, Fry Guy, Funky Fresh Frank, Graham Peasy, Jonathan W., Isaac Abrahamson, Brett Steele, Stephen Hendel, Kashbal, Hockey Tay 5, Olanzano, Joe M. You are all channel memberships. It just doesn't end. It just continues. Boom. Another one. Shout out to Dre Day. He gifted a membership. It went to Ottaby 66. Let's go. As Maniacs, stand up. There'll be a new emoji added tonight. I'm out of breath.
Wow. I was going to say, if Bobby's on the line, He could have read all the memberships.
Someone give me a bar now for the rap. It could have got lost in the the memberships there. I don't know if anyone sent anything in, but anyway, all right. Back to the calls we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jiggy the Jetman's next up. What's up, Jiggy?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How we doing?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to call in and talk about the Breece thing. I feel like as far as when the season starts, I feel like the ball is going to be kind of in Aaron's hands more. It's like he's trying to make a statement to everybody, but as like the season gets along, the ball is just going to be like feeding to Breece, whether it's out the backfield or whether it's just like gap scheme, like them just feeding him the ball.
Well,
And
can't
also,
both happen, Jiggy? Like Aaron
I
Rodgers
mean-
could throw it down to Breece Hall a lot because he knows he's going to be a yak machine. It makes his numbers look better. The Jets win games, and Breece goes off.
I just mean like starting out the season, I feel like he's just going to try to show his arm talent off more, being like he's being talked about in the media a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's going to try to come out and make a statement like, no, I'm still here. My arm talent is still here, and we're going to be a threat. Because everybody knows Breece is a threat, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, he could show off his arm talent by throwing to Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams. You know what I mean? Like, it just could be like that's the offense, man. Like it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's gonna find guys open and hit them.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I just feel like he's going to try to come out and make a statement. And then as far as like the end of the season when we're getting this playoff spot, let's just feed Breece, trying to get him these yards, trying to get him that trophy at the end of the season as far as like personal achievements.
Jiggy, appreciate the call. I'm telling you, man, Breece is healthy. Him and Aaron Rodgers are gonna have one of the more dynamic seasons in Jet history.
Yeah, we just got to get there at this point. That's all that's left.
Yep. Addison making it rain. He made it rain earlier. 5 more memberships. Bang! If you hear your name called, you're a member. M. Roman, Green and White Militia. He's actually enlisted in the Jets Army, Andrew. I don't know if you're aware of that. Ryan DeZera, Edward Martinez, FTC Vice Plug. You're all officially as maniacs. Let's go, baby.
If you're watching and you haven't gotten a membership yet, I mean, how is that even possible?
I mean, you hate me, I guess, or you don't have
Yeah.
gift receipts on. You see all the memberships in the chat? Click on any of them that you see and make sure you hit turn on gift receipts. It's that easy. It is that easy. More calls right now. Jerome, the Packer fan, is up next. Hello, Jerome.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feel?
How we doing?
We pretty good, man. I'm listening to everything and everybody. You guys are gonna have such a potent offense. It's just so many things y'all could do to skin a cat. Rodgers, I can see him coming out. I can see him coming out with the jet sweeps, shooting up the middle, utilizing Corley, Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson and whatnot. You guys will be playing with a lot of leads. The new running backs that you guys have, I think that was a good move because you can utilize them early. And if they are productive, you preserve Breece. But when the game wanes and when the season goes down, y'all got a fresh Breece. And at the end of games, he's just running the ball down people's throat. And so, yeah, it's a lot of ways y'all can make do. Y'all got a potent offense. But Rodgers, he's cerebral. He doesn't, I mean, he's going to want to prove something, but Rodgers generally takes care of the ball. He takes what the defense gives him, and he knows when to pick his spots. So you guys are going to get it's going to be fun. You Jets fans get to enjoy it. You guys get to see Rodgers pull all kind of hat tricks. It's just a lot that he can do with that offense now. And now that he has a defense that he hasn't had since 2010, so we won the Super Bowl, have a better defense, y'all going to be playing with a lot of leads. So it's just a lot you guys have. And y'all are going to be excited. Y'all get to see a show. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to get to see something us Packer fans been seeing for the better part of a decade.
More than that. You guys had far before that too, Jerome.
Yeah.
All you guys know is
right. That's right, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be there, man, celebrating with you guys and whatnot, man. I can't wait for the season to start. But yeah, man, that's all I really got, man.
Jerome, appreciate you. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Holy, did you see this? Did you see this? He has done it again. Another 20 spot, another $100 purchase of memberships for the Asmaniacs.
Money, 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 money.
Unbelievable. 20 more names. Listen up, people. Your members: Michael Hutchinson, JS, Michael Burgos, KT, Devin Sarno, Zebo the Jet Fan, Gojo Mog, Karina Kindred, Jace B, Derek Myrie, Luke Morell, Jay Burney, DMF, Toden Krieger 75, Be Kind, Smiley GOE, Dre Ida, Karen Lowe, Brandon Harper. You were all as maniacs. Holy cow. I cannot believe what we are witnessing. I can't believe what we're seeing. We will get Andrew some grape juice money for his trip to Italy, courtesy of the Asmaniacs. Shout out to Dre Day sandwiched in there. He gifted another channel membership. That went to was just WAS. So there you go. That's 99 members in a single show. We needed about 50,
Damn.
I think I said at the top, for a new emoji. So we are well on our way. Let's go. Joining us right now is one of the great Keanus of all time, Keanu Reeves, up next. Hello, Keanu.
I'm honored, Jake. I'm truly honored. What's up, Jake? What's up, Andrew? Good film reviews. Easy to break down. I got two questions for you, but real quick, Jake, where's the hat from? Is that on Fanatics or what?
No, this is I got this last year. This was an eBay purchase.
Oh, snap. I need me one like that. Shit. Well, anyways, Andrew, real quick, if you had to bet who would have more, would Breece have more running yards or would Garrett have more receiving yards? If you had to bet who would win the head-to-head.
Breece.
Breece? Wow. Huh. All right. Well, secondly, I just wanted to ask, could you just kind of touch on the second running back spot? Because there's a lot of discourse about Izzy not being the number 2, which it's obviously still early. Like, we're still in optional practices, but there's a lot of unknown with, like, the guys we drafted. So could you kind of, like, touch on who you think might win the number 2 job and what they're kind of good for?
Yeah. Not even like inside information. I think people know, but my buddy who does social media for the Jets, he's kind of been telling me that Izzy's been on the outs for a bit now. And I think that's only been confirmed by all the reports we've been hearing. I actually think Tariq Cohen like has a small chance if we like take 4 running backs to make the roster, because I think he has some really good versatility in the return game. And then I think we're going to keep Braylon and Davis. I don't think Izzy's going to make the roster. And obviously what we've been seeing from camp, it's hard to like make a big assumption about what's been going on in shorts and shirts. But I mean, the amount of times I've checked Twitter and seen what they've been saying about Braylon Allen, it's kind of hard to miss it. He's super young. He comes from a really good program in Wisconsin and kind of has the inside track to the RB2 spot, it seems like. But also my buddy told me that the Davis is really good too. So it seems like Izzy's unfortunately the odd man out at this point.
And that's the vibe I get, that, they took 2 running backs for a reason. Tariq Cohen could be useful on special teams. I don't know if he's going to make the team, but I'm not saying Izzy can't win a job, but the reports I've seen from people at these practices is that he's not getting a ton of reps.
Right. That's exactly what I saw as well.
Dano with a super chat, calling all Asmaniacs to dress like Jake for the Texans game. Ha! Happy Halloween. Everyone dresses up as a pissed off Jet fan with red hair. I love it. Appreciate that. What is everyone going to buy? Like Hugo House hats, or have like Copper John's grooming products on them? Love that. Holy bleep, dude. This is insane. Chris, another 20 memberships. Unbelievable.
Money, 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 money.
You want me to read?
Yeah, you know what? You could.
You want me to give you a break? I'll give you a break on this one.
Please read the names.
Yeah. S.O. Lemmy 22, Xavier Poe, Ike got next show, AJ Jets, The Juice Main, Rich Rice, Interface LTJ, Joe BME. I thought, Bonesy's commented in between. I was like, no way, Bonesy's just getting a membership. Jimmy Jets, Jose Lopez, Merrick 1, Delay Drian, Avery, Francisco F, Marcin, and Naj Zion. I don't want to do your last name wrong. G, Marl Farfington Experience, Jeff, and Corey.
Wow. Any chance this Chris guy is Christopher Johnson, and that's why he's trying to butter me up so I don't criticize the Jets during the season?
See, if that's the case, we gotta boot him from the chat.
I'll gladly take your money, Chris. But if you guys stink, believe me, you'll hear about it on this show.
Yeah,
I love it. Unbelievable.
Oh wow,
unreal, man. Looks like I'm getting a nice piece of chicken parm tonight, huh, Gary? How about that? More calls right now.
Is Gary waiting right now?
No, he's actually not. He's actually. I'll do a couple more with Andrew, then we'll wrap here.
Yeah.
Let's go to Murph in the car. What's up, Murph?
What's going on, Jake? What's going on, Fialkow?
How we doing?
Good. The main thing I just wanted to touch on is, since we're kind of talking about Breece and stuff, is that like Breece, like he's different, you know, like he is. You don't come across a guy that's like a top 3 running back in the league. Like those don't come around all the time like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and normally like the way I would look at it would be like, oh, you find a half decent running back, you run his balls off until he doesn't have much more, and then you just get rid of him. You know, maybe you franchise tag him for a year, and then you just get rid of him, find another one. Breece is different though. Like he's somebody that you actually have to consider giving like a second contract to. Like, so the thing I wanted to point out is that we're faced with a really tough decision, because we got all these guys and their second contracts are going to be coming up, and they're all going to be expensive because they're really freaking good. So it's going to be tough, man, because normally I would say, we're not going to give the running back the second contract. We'd focus on wide receiver, cornerback, edge. But
right.
Breece is going to make it hard on us, especially this year, man. He's going to have a really, really big year. And I'm excited for it, but I'm also nervous about the future. Like, how are we going to keep these guys, man?
Where's your camera set up right now?
I got you right where like the speedometer is.
Oh, nice.
It's a great angle.
That's the way I use both hands if I need to. You know.
I appreciate it. I like the shades as well, Murph. You look tremendous.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you make a good point. And I was just looking at Breece's contract. I mean, the luxury of having him. We're paying him $2.4 million this year. I mean, it's an absolute luxury. And then, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent come 2026. I'm sure we could probably 5th-year option him, tender him in some way that year, so he'll be paid a certain amount. But at that point, he's going to be 25. So, like, you get a bit worried, like you were saying. You run, like, I'm not trying to be rude, like you were saying. You run the running backs as much as you can, and most of them don't really get second deals. You see what happens when guys get second deals, like Nick Chubb. Obviously had a horrible injury and now not sure how he's going to be when he comes back. So you make a good point. It's honestly why the discourse around running backs is the way it is, because people really don't know what to do. And situations like McCaffrey are the only ones that are really unique where he's getting paid like this. And I'm pretty sure McCaffrey is almost pushing 30 at this point. So he's 27.
Still productive too, which makes it even more difficult. Yeah. So.
Yep. No, you make a really good point.
Yeah, I just, it's going to be tough, and I'm nervous about it, but I'm also really excited for the season. I'm trying to just live in the moment with the season. Right. I think we're going to have a really good one, guys. And, well, yeah, that's really all I had to touch on. I might write you a rap, Jake. I might write you one. I used to about a decade ago, before marriage, kids, all that stuff. So, well, maybe we'll see what I got for you.
Let's go, Murph. I love it. Excellent call. More raps, the better. We'll play them every day, man.
That rap today, who did that rap today?
The one today was from listener Will R, or excuse me, Will M, provided the rap today, and then the original one is from Purple Belt Mike. Did you hear that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it yesterday.
Yep. So I played that one.
Both are really good.
Yeah, both are great. Chris writes in, "Do I get my own emoji, Jake? What do you look like, Chris?" Do we need to add a Christopher Johnson emoji now? Will your brother Woody be upset?
Oh yeah, we still don't know who. You should call in. You don't know who Chris is, right?
No, he just magically appeared and spent $300 on my listeners, which is amazing.
Gotta be Christopher Johnson at this point.
He's Santa Claus in June, is what he is. Unreal. Andrew, enjoy your trip to Italy. If you could call us international, so we could cross off another country, that'd be great. And feel free to pop in and have a great trip, man.
I appreciate you, Jake. Everybody. Catch you guys in a couple weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Andrew Fialkow just got back from summer camp. Now he's headed to Italy. I kid. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. If you tuned in late, you missed a breakdown of the Jets' new offense with Breece Hall. That's going to be unreal to watch this year. Andrew went through some plays from the Ravens, the new scheme the Jets are running, and showed you what Breece's skill set and how it fits what the Jets are trying to do this year in 2024. All right, more of your calls right now. Matthias is on the line. What's up, Matthias?
Hey, what's going on, Jake? How are you?
Hey, Matthias, how are you?
Good. I'm gonna go to the Yankees game with my boy tomorrow. Yankees Dodgers. I just wanted your recommendations. Do you have any ideas on what a good bar is outside of like Yankee Stadium? Like, is there any like good spots you recommend? Or
you kidding me? Billy's,
no.
Baby.
What's up?
Wait, how old is your kid though?
No, I'm going with my friend.
Oh, I thought
yeah,
my fault. I misunderstood. Yeah. Do you go to Billy's before the game? 100%. The owner of Billy's is an Asmaniac. All right.
Nice. All right, I'll make sure. I'll tell him I'm a converted. Used to be a Zach Wilson truther. I am now. I was on the dark side, and now I'm a true Asmaniac. So I'll let him know about that. I also another point I want to make is I want
Ask
to
for
get
Joey. Ask for Joey. He's the owner of the bar. All right. He's the one who took care of you. Yep.
You got it. Thank you, Jake. Another point I want to make is I actually wanted to get in before Andrew left, but I wanted to see what his thoughts and what your thoughts on Zach Kuntz. I think he's like even though he's a raw talent, I like his size. I really like what he could do potentially on this offense, but I know he's got a steep hill to climb. You know, he's got to get past Yeboah. I mean, obviously we got Conklin, we got Rucker, but I just think this guy could have potential, even though it's, you know, safe to say we don't know for sure until he actually gets on the field. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I actually think their tight end room is better than like the way it's like discussed by a lot of people, because I think Conklin's an underrated player and I think he's productive, really solid. I think he'll be good this year with Rodgers. I think Ruckert and Yeboah both bring something in like the passing game in the case of seemingly Yeboah, but I think Ruckert can make some plays too. We even saw it a little bit last year in some moments. And obviously, I think when you kind of just look at the depth there, like, does Kuntz have a spot? Maybe if he takes a big step forward, like Rodgers has shouted him out a couple times here. So that's a storyline worth watching this summer.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I you know, I'm not saying like I'm a true, like I'm a Kuntz fan, but like I just like his potential, his size. You never know what he could do in case, God forbid, an injury could happen. We could use him in terms of depth. But anyways, thank you for your time, Jake, and let's go Yankees.
I love it. Matthias, I'll be in the building Sunday night, so let's hope the Yankees are wrapping up a sweep that night. Mark Goldstein has made it rain, folks. 5 channel memberships. Let's go. Travis Dukes, My Vegan Overlord, Michael Pithrium. I definitely botched that one. Sith Happens. Mike Mastrando, you are all officially as maniacs. Congrats. And speaking of as maniacs, joining us on the line right now is maybe the co-owner of the New York Jets. We will find out. Chris NJ75. What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
I can confirm you're not the co-owner of the Jets.
No, I am not the co-owner. Just wanted to donate. I've been watching your show for a while. I really enjoy it. I watch it a lot, live stream at work, and so just wanted to donate and just tell you you're doing a good job.
Oh, well, Chris, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. What do you do for a living? Where are you based out of? You're a big Jet. Well, obviously, you're a big Jet fan if you're watching this, but give us the backstory.
I've been a Jet fan my whole life. I played even in Pee Wee League. I played for the Jets. So,
I love it.
But yeah, no, I work nights. I'm a truck driver. I work for UPS. So I just, at night I just watch you, Boy Green, all you guys, and just to catch up on a lot of stuff when I'm sleeping during the day.
Chris, that's awesome, man. That's very cool.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question, actually. Between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, who would you say, without putting the championships aside, who would you say is a better quarterback?
I think Rodgers is the most. What were the three? It was Brady, Rodgers, and was there a third?
No, just Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah.
Between Brady and Rodgers.
Well, I mean, Brady's historically speaking, probably the greatest of all time. He's got 7 championships. That's how he's going to be judged. But pound for pound, who's the more like talented quarterback? I think it's Rodgers. And I think until Mahomes, Rodgers was the most talented quarterback I've ever watched play the position in my lifetime.
Okay. So, I mean, you could easily say that Brady had a good defense backing him up, right, in New England.
Yeah, and a Hall of Fame coach. I mean,
yeah, so I don't know. I think the Jets are going to kick some ass this year, man. I really do.
Hey, it's all about one Aaron being healthy. We know that. But, like, you know, if he's still close to what he's been, then they're going to be one of the best teams in the league. They have too much talent.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to next year. So, well, this year, I should say.
I can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Chris, are you a member of my Patreon?
I am not. I
got your membership covered for the year. All right. So sign up, message me off air, and I'll send you like a Venmo or a Zelle, and we'll get you in there for the year for everything you just did.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely, Chris. I mean, we need you in the Discord, man. We need Jet fans like you in there.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris NJ75 coming through. We'll get him on the Discord, people. Love that. Need real Jet fans in there. Diehards only. The big fella. Super chat. Giants are wearing those terrible unis week 1. Those are grotesque. The fact that they want to show those off week 1, I don't get it. Gonzo says, looking forward to Connor's film review of Field Day. I'd watch that. Not a super chat, but that made me laugh. I would watch that. More calls right now. Paul's next up. What's up, Paul? How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Hey, Paul.
Just wondering if you caught that Morgan Moses interview.
I did.
I tell you, the other thing I really love about the decisions that we make, all the teams just spot on, class act, like just good people. Like you could tell he's just a really good character. And I think he is an excellent signing that I think is really going to benefit us this year. Just want to know your thoughts on him. I think he's even going to keep improving and want to know your thoughts.
You talking about Morgan Moses? Paul?
Yeah.
Paul, you cut out you asked me about Morgan Moses, right?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I'm look, to me, it's the most underrated move they made this offseason. They got him for a conditional 6th-round pick, or a comp pick, I should say. I mean, it's a steal. Morgan Moses has been an Iron Man in his career. Go watch the interview he did with the Jets website. It's awesome. I mean, this guy is the ultimate team player. We know he's good. He played for the Jets already. We saw this. Morgan Moses is a pro, man. He will be massive for not just Olu to learn from, but for Carter Warren as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge shout out to listener Ben, who just became a Patreon member. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to John LG, who signed up before the show today. We're growing the community. Chris is about to be a Patreon member. The least we could do after he spent $300 on my listeners, the best listeners in sports. Unreal. Dre Day says he gave out 3 tickets to the Texans game. You ain't wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Best is joining us now for the 2nd time today. What's up, Keith?
Jake, thanks for signing me on. I'm home, and I wanted to tell you, after I chatted this morning, there was 3 things that I didn't bring up that I really wanted to do. And first of all, one is Bobby. Thank you for your kind words after Jake had shut me up and you got on. But, I'd really like Craig to take his Emirates airplane and put a big jet sticker on it with the Jake Asman Show on the side. And he can come down. When he was on 7 weeks ago, he had some nice comments to me. He says, let's have a cup of coffee in New York when I get back. And, I'm ready to say, well, I live in West Palm Beach. I can't come up to New York right now. So I want him to fly his plane, and he could put it in front of Trump's plane on 95 and Southern Boulevard at the field at West Palm Beach Airport. And putting you on there as the Patreon of the day would increase your territory in South Florida like you wouldn't believe. I got a lot of comments that I walked around today with my Jets jersey on. I did want to say this. It's funny that when they sent Mike the Sandwich from Morristown, Delhi, When I was a kid, I grew up in East Brunswick, New Jersey. That's exit 9 off the turnpike. My father's office was in Morristown. And as a kid, we got to go to the Morristown Deli, and I always got a Taylor egg and cheese. And I knew that when Mike came on that video of his visit and the sandwich was handed to him, I said, we scored, and that made the deal. And chat on to Morristown Deli. I've gone there since I'm a little kid. And I hope Chatham, the ice cream shop on Main Street should still be there. I've been going there since I'm a little kid too. But, the idea of bringing Craig down here, I'll put him up, I'll get him hooked up, and he can stay in the breakers for a couple of days. I got enough ties, and he can stay over in Palm Beach. He can have dinner with Rod Stewart and lots of other people that I know very well down here for living here since '85. But I'm hoping he's on so he can hear me. He can bring that Emerald Emirates, and we can get your shirt manufacturer to make some big stickers to put on the side of the plane. One is saying the Jake Asman Show, and 10,000 people drive by that during rush hour every day during the week, and chat on to the Jets. And there's plenty of them down here. It's just like they don't expose themselves. They don't have time because they're at work or what have you.
Well, don't worry, Keith. I'm telling you, the December 8th, we're going to be there.
That's the other question I had. What section of seats are you going to be in when you come down in December to go to Miami? Because I will purchase a ticket to join you guys.
I will have a link for that. I'm doing something with Richie from Jets Media to make it easier for people. And there's going to be a lot of people that are just buying tickets, and we'll have some meetups that weekend. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, because I'd like for us all to go to Joe Stone Crab in South Beach. And it's only a 15-minute ride in the Uber from the stadium, and have a wicked lunch. I'm not up there. I wish I was sometimes, but right now, everything's copacetic. I just wanted to shout out one more thing. So after I signed off with you this morning, I had to go and see the hemoglobin doctor and a couple other doctors. And his first question to me, he says, you seem very cheery today, and, you're going through trauma care. And what's got you pepped up? And I said, well, I was on the Jake Asman Show this morning. I'm a big New York Jet fan. And I got a lot of people that, want to see me, get better and be more. I wish I was in New York. I wish I can go to the shoe store. There's a lot of things that I'd like to be able to do, but I'm limited right now. And but I told, he says, what? And my hemoglobin doctor, Dr. Jones, says, wow, that's very interesting. The podcast has kept your attitude positive. And I said, yeah, for the last couple of months. And I said, and you're not going to stop me from doing it. You're not going to take my cell phone away. You're not going to cut my laptop computer off. And, one more thing. And then that was, I talked about that we had so much talent this morning. And, I'm an old school guy that says, trust the process. And I think the talent, that, and I'm going to say it again, we got the talent to blow away any team. Even when the schedule was issued, and we heard that we're going to be in San Francisco and in an away game. And you know what? And with all the negative people I heard in these different chats, I said, we're going to blow their ass off. Okay.
I love it, Keith.
I love it. And that's it. And that's it, Jake. I maintain a positive attitude. I'm glad to be able to come back on here now after being off for a couple of weeks. And I'm extremely grateful. Thank you, Bobby. And I watch Bobby on early in the morning. He's on Boy Green, and then he comes on you. And it's like he's going to be a new rock star. So maybe he wants to come down to Florida for a couple of days on Craig's plane. Maybe it's the Emerald Emirates. And they could sit and we could put all the stickers on it as the Jets and put it in front of Trump's plane at 95 and Southern Boulevard. That would be a dream. That would be a dream come true for me.
I love it. I love it. I'm glad you could call back in today, Keith. We obviously were thinking about you these last couple of weeks where you've been. Glad to hear that your health is seemingly doing a lot better. And if this podcast, this show could provide some entertainment for you as you're going through a tough time. It's truly an honor, man. So thank you so much, and can't wait to meet you at a game this year. We're coming down to you, December 8th. That's the other road game I plan on going to, London and that one. So I can't wait. Mike L says, is Discord the same as the Patreon? The Patreon gives you access as one of the perks you get for being a Patreon member to the private Discord chat. So it's not the same thing, but you can't get on the Patreon, or you can't get on the Discord unless you're on the Patreon. Shout out to Keith. Awesome. Awesome call there. Gerald says, I believe the Jets handle San Fran in week 1. If Jets win, look out AFC. Man. They win week 1. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That'd be one of the bigger regular season wins in the last 25 years if they win week 1. We'll worry about that then. If they lose week 1, fire Saleh. I'm like, really? After one game against the defending NFC champions with 16 games to go, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. No way, no how. Nate says if they win week 1, New England home opener going up 40%. Yeah, it's actually a good point. If you want to go to the home opener, you're better off getting your tickets before week 1. Or if they win week 1, you better get to your phone or computer and purchase your tickets if you haven't. Because they definitely will go up. I'll be at the home opener. Can't wait. We'll be in L5 before the game tailgating. What a show, folks. 124 memberships given out in a single show. One of our highest numbers we've ever had. Just incredible. Just incredible. Shout out to Chris NJ75, especially. Dre Day gifted memberships. Dre gifted memberships. William gifted a bunch of memberships. Addison gifted 5 memberships. Just an unbelievable performance by the Asmaniacs. Appreciate all of you for the support. Once again, I'm signing off, which means Bobby Midnight's probably signing on, which means more moments like this are happening. JETS, 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 Jets. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for another day of live shows.
You know what it is? They can't get the taxes out of that in Airbnb because of Zell and all that stuff. They were so they outlawed it. That's basically what it is.
That must have been recent because I stayed in an Airbnb like maybe about 2.5 years ago.
Was it in Manhattan?
Huh?
Was it in Manhattan?
No, I was in Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, I know Brooklyn and Queens has Airbnbs. If you're looking to go out there,
yeah. Oh,
like,
okay.
you could look in, I think, to Long Island City. I don't know if they have hotels and whatnot there, but Long Island City is like a Manhattan, brand new Manhattan. Like there's a brand new skyline. I know people that.
That's awesome.
Bobby, what are you singing, Bobby?
Nothing.
Yo, check it out, Jet fans. Asmaniacs, unite. They got 60 seconds to rap for Jake. The Jets are winning the chip. There is no debate. The callers on the show are absolutely the best. Let's see if these green bars can pass the test. You got Bobby Midnight hooking up B-Mac. Alan, there's no fires to put out on this track. I just hope it doesn't go down south. Maybe we'll find out they hooked up on Chief Band's couch. It's the Jake Asman Show. You'll already know what to do. Smash the like button like Bonesy sells shoes. Neil is shirtless, smoking on a cigar, while Harvey is jamming on a brand new guitar. Knoble is the prodigy to future MVP. He can sleep as much as the men on TV. Scott is chasing ducks and calling them ladies, while Gary wishes he birthed Brock Bowers Davies. Purple belt Mike is out. One last mission. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets will guillotine the league. Submission.